Greetings, GameCola faithful, and welcome back to more Let's Play Bonking into the Wall. I'm going to try that again. I want to kind of start walking out the, so I want to start walking out the room, and I just, like, fumbled the control.
What are you talking about? Let's just keep it.
All right, welcome back.
Already recording.
Welcome back to
You know
Fumbling
who
the
we are,
Controls.
Right? Yeah. At this point, hopefully you know who we are.
Yep.
Unless this ends up somehow being like our Super Mario Bros. 2 playthrough, where people just jump in on specific levels.
Yep.
So as I have been the entire time, I'm Jetty.
Yep. I'm Nathaniel Hoover.
Yeah, and I'm James Pelster. So.
Yep.
And we're a trio of liars.
Yep. But you knew that already. Oh my goodness. All right, so my plan here is, for those of you who've gotten amnesia since our last episode, is we need to do several things. We need to raise our level to both get more powerful and also to get better spells, especially a better healing spell, because our current one is become woefully insufficient for anything other than topping up outside of battle. But also to gain money in order to get the next set of armor, the magic armor, and just generally speaking become stronger, because the current set of enemies in the next area are definitely too challenging for us to really make any significant headway.
Surprisingly.
Yeah,
Like,
there seems to be kind of a gulf here in terms of
I'm more
difficulty.
surprised at how little damage we do to them, right? Because we have the most powerful sword you can buy.
Yeah, and that's what makes me think that really we're expected to have fought more enemies by this point, and that maybe in some games it really depends on the balancing of how they've set up the systems. Is how much does the getting the next best piece of equipment matter versus how much does leveling up to the next level matter?
Right.
Because the math behind all these games can be vastly different. Like, some games I think specifically have code which just detects the level discrepancy between you and your enemy and uses that to alter how much damage you deal to them, which is kind of an interesting, almost not exactly an exponential type situation where it kind of makes it extra ramps up the difficulty if you decide to delve into areas where you're not supposed to belong. And I mean, I guess whether or not I agree with that kind of system depends on the game, but it can certainly make trying to explore a much riskier proposition. It discourages it in a sort of gameplay sense, and I feel like I don't know. It really depends on if it's the type of game where you're expected to be exploring, or if it's a much more linear experience and they're trying to keep you out of areas that you should not be in yet.
Now, I want to chime in.
Go ahead. Well, I was going to say maybe we should go to the southern continent here. I feel like we can handle it.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, because we were strategizing a little bit between episodes, and we were talking about how we should be fighting mid-range monsters right now, because we can defeat them with fewer hits for, maybe less XP, but we're talking about XP per minute, and we'd be averaging more than some of the tougher battles that we're using up all of our herbs and our magic to try and just survive to the next battle.
Yeah, which I should actually double check what my herb situation is, because I forget if I use those up
we
near
should
the
just
end of
start doing that at the beginning of every episode.
All right, hello and welcome to the GameCola herb check.
Yep.
Yeah, we're fine.
The other thing to consider is that because we are actively trying to fight monsters, and I looked it up, yes, the harp does summon monsters on command, so maybe we parted with that too soon, sadly.
Darn.
But we should be going out of our way to go on the mountains, to go on the forest, to go in the deserts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because of the higher encounter rates there.
All right. Okay, 75 gold's not bad for the chimeras.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking about the 24 EXP that you got from the Wyvern, as opposed to the 33 that you get from the Knight. Meanwhile, the Knight
20
takes
gold.
up an an herb every other battle, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a pretty good, I would say, EXP per minute.
Yeah.
Now, another consideration. We were talking about buying the armor, which I believe was 77.
Mm-hmm. Well, 70. We can
And-
afford that already.
Yeah.
Well, the ultimate goal is to power up enough so that we can go searching for the armor in Hawksness,
Yes.
the
right.
destroyed town. However,
Oh, so maybe
there's another thing that we can buy
shield.
that isn't the armor.
Yeah.
That's right, the shield.
Yeah, that
we
which
have a
is like
better shield that we
1400.
can still buy, which is twice the price. But
14,000.
maybe we save up for that. By which point we should also be leveled enough that we could actually stand a chance.
Yeah, that's true.
Right,
we'd
yeah.
be at less risk of dying if we fail to run from the enemies on the path there.
Well-
Wow, that was quite a hit.
Forgot. I think we just haven't been paying attention. I
Yeah.
don't think that 9 is explicitly that far out of range. I guess it
Yeah.
has been though, in a way.
Yeah,
But
kind of. That was a surprisingly large. That was an excellent move on its part. But yeah, also
yeah,
talking.
I agree about going straight for the shield.
Oh, interesting.
And the other thing is, once we reach a point where we feel like these battles are way too easy, then we can step up to the next area and fight slightly stronger monsters that we won't need to heal as much after fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And that should naturally come up with some more gold too and speed this along.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
say though, if the magic armor proves to be enough of an upgrade that we are able to start fighting enemies of the next sort of tier up, they will definitely be giving us over. Oh man, another excellent attack whiff there. Gosh darn it. I was saying, so if that improves our ability to fight up monsters of the next level, those guys, I believe from what I was seeing, were tending to give us, well, I've wiped them all out on this island apparently. There we go. They were giving us over 100 gold. Some of them, I think, even 150 gold per enemy.
Yeah.
Which would, so I think that there is, I'm not watching my health again, but I think there is something to be said about maybe it is still worthwhile to go for the magic armor as an intermediary to get us so that we can survive and make faster progress toward the what was it, the silver shield or something like that.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm sure speedrunners have already done the math on what is truly the most efficient method of doing this.
Yeah. Which
And,
we have
and
not.
we could probably sit down and figure it out if we really wanted to. But yeah, I agree that
I feel
maybe
like-
the armor is the way to go.
And I feel like
Just
maybe
to help us push into other new
interesting.
areas.
I got 93 gold from that wyvern, so there appears to be a range. I hadn't really been paying much attention to that up until this point.
Yeah.
But there is, that's interesting.
Sorry, I was gonna say the speedrunner way to do it is to manipulate the RNG and fight metal slimes.
Well, that's I feel like
Yeah, not quite an option for us.
yeah, I don't really have a lot of experience. Given that this is my first time playing, I do not yet understand properly, aside from command, how
Yeah.
to manipulate the RNG.
Yeah.
And is it really manipulating
we
if
don't-
I'm just blindly doing it and hoping it works?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, I've got an interesting question that we've had a lot of RPG related sort of meta talk about our interests in games and such, what we value in them, why we like playing RPGs. Here's a question. Are RPGs your favorite game genre? If so, why? And if not, what do you like more?
Man, like, they always kind of have been, right? And we talked about this, in an episode or 2 or 3 ago, about how I enjoy sort of the incremental progression, right?
Yeah.
And I guess that's part of it. Like, there's definitely parts of me that enjoys, first-person shooters, or, maybe strategy games, right? Like StarCraft or stuff, because there is an element there of like actually getting good at the game.
Let me interrupt for a second with a suggestion. The next time we have to use heal, let's instead port back to town. And then start heading west, where there's a lot of the same enemies concentrated. And then we can potentially start pushing further into Metal Slime territory as we feel comfortable.
Yeah. And to quickly comment on what you said a minute ago, you mentioned that incremental progression, Jetty. And something popped into my head that I was thinking about, which is that, talking about when I hear incremental progression, the first thing I think of... Ooh, give me 1 second here. Sorry.
The first thing I think of is pressing fight and fighting the wyvern.
All right.
Generally.
Okay. Sorry, what's up? I had to answer a question real quick.
That's fine. You're talking about incremental progression?
Yeah, so
What's the question? Command,
yes. When I hear incremental progression, what I think of is a game like Super Metroid. Is this sort of Metroidvania type game where you're progressing and you're exploring, which, I mean, there's a lot of similarities in the game aspect. There's a lot of world exploration. There's a lot of rewarding for going out of your way to search for things. Which there is in this game to a certain extent as well, and in RPGs. But it's interesting because it just makes me think that there's a lot more overlap in the aspects that I like in RPGs in the aspects that I like in other genres, as a matter of fact. I hadn't thought about that, and that made me think of that.
Yeah, because there is, for example, everyone's favorite Metroidvania, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which does combine those elements, right? Like, it had leveling and it had like equipment, right? And it was also an exploration game, and it was also, you could sort of claim there's an element of skill to play a more action-oriented RPG, or again, going back to first-person shooters, I had mentioned before that I like the Borderlands series. Specifically, I felt like Borderlands 2 kind of was the peak of that game. That you can blend, skill and like you can get good at the game, right? Which can help you get through the game without being so high leveled, or if you're having trouble, you can level up, right?
Yeah.
And that does give you a nice balance in the gameplay, I feel like.
Yeah. Whereas, a game like what I would say is my favorite Metroidvania is still Super Metroid. Like, I
object to calling a Metroid game a Metroidvania. Metroid is Metroid.
Yeah. Where's the
So are we warping back to town with our last?
I didn't even think about warping. I was just gonna walk back and just get the experience.
Yeah, but I don't know that it's worth
such
the
a
time.
Yeah.
Maybe not. All right.
Especially for our poor viewers, who we were actively trying to scare away from watching this video last time, guys.
I'm sorry. All right, let's return.
Yeah.
And give me just a
We're
moment.
Also pretty close to leveling, I think.
Yeah. Burgers. All right.
Did you say murders?
Burgers.
Yeah. Oh. Murders and fries.
That's a good episode name.
Yeah.
We have to have something set us on fire, and then we'll be fries.
Okay. let's real quick restore our magic just to streamline things a little bit. I say as I bonk into the wall. Ah! Maybe
But
I
not
should
our
stop.
HP, just our MP.
Yep, just the MP. Oh, well,
Mips.
it's fine.
You're like, it's 7 hit points. We'll be fine. The wyvern does 8 damage. Thou art dead.
Blam.
So there was a conversation that started shamefully without our viewers between episodes that I suggested we wait to follow through on until people were listening to us again.
Yep.
What were we talking about?
What were we talking about?
I have forgotten.
Scoring
something
systems.
Scoring system.
And talking about scoring the games that you play.
Oh, right.
Yes, that's right.
What would we
Good.
score this game?
Thank goodness someone here has a decent memory.
Yeah.
It's usually not me. I'm kind of shocked.
I know, but
Yeah.
collectively amongst us three, at least we have one. At least one of us
Well,
can
I
do
also
it.
slept halfway decently last night. I think that's been another contributing factor. Is I haven't gotten a lot of sleep lately. It's
Yeah.
not
You
good.
did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
So you were starting to talk about, was it Resident Evil 4?
Two?
No, it
What-
wasn't Resident.
Wait.
I was saying that I
Well, you
didn't do this for the Resident Evil 1 playthrough I did on
That's
YouTube,
what
but
it
I
was.
did for Ghost Trick.
Oh,
Is that I've been thinking as I go through this game, what on our GameCola review scale out of 10,
Yeah.
what would I rate this game? And, it constantly sort of fluctuates a little bit. And not to say, obviously, that we should think first and foremost about what we would rate a game as we're playing it. That's a bit silly, but
Yeah, I give that idea a 0 out of 5.
yeah, out of 10. Come on.
All right, we'll double my score.
0.
Adapt to your scale.
It's 0 beards out of 10. Wait, that's not right. What do we call the game cola? Is it cans of game cola? Like
Yeah.
0? Is it cans out of 10? Or is it like
On our
out
actual
of 10
internet
cans?
website.
Yeah, on the actual
Yeah, we
internet
give them-
website.
yeah,
currently
we
currently
don't-
down as of the recording of this video because bots are a thing.
But
You'll have to take our word
Yeah,
for
it
it.
10 out of 10 cans. Yeah, I guess we've never explicitly said that. And there's also the half can, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, we have a knight
Um,
here. I should probably keep a closer eye on where exactly I am.
But oh, sorry. Yeah, for me, right, I am, as much as this is like the most basic RPG kind of by default, there's still kind of some things going on, right? Like at the beginning, the balancing of attacking versus hurting, right? The kind of management of your HP and stuff, and kind of planning out oh, I can heal this many times, and I can, then I have to walk back, or oh, well, now I've learned a spell that can take me back, right?
Yeah, courage and wit have served us
hey.
well. Thy power increases by 8.
Whoa.
Oh, great.
Okay. Yeah.
Maximum hit points up by 8. Maximum
Nice.
magic by
Use those.
6.
That's all I want.
No
Oh, but
new
still nothing.
spell, though.
Let's go ahead and use Gwaelin's Love and see how much to the next level.
All right, as soon as I'm done... Boop. I take a step. Gwaelin's Love. We have so many possessives in our inventory. We have Erdrick's Token, Gwaelin's Love, the Dragon's Scale.
Yeah.
We have herbs, 'S.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait. No, that's not right.
No, that's not right.
Grammatically incorrect. 2471. That is a
Yeah.
big number.
Yep.
We're gonna be
But-
when I get that much experience, that's gonna put us at exactly 10,000 experience if I'm not
Woo to
mistaken.
the who.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
it will.
keep bashing stuff then.
All right, excellent. That's a cool. That'll be awesome to see. We'll hit 5 digits of experience. I'm gonna head back up to the north here because I The enemies
Well,
we're facing there are a little bit scary.
I mean, do we want to see how we do against a knight, right?
I mean, thy strength did just increase by 8.
That is true.
Yeah.
Now, there's also this area over here, this coastline, which I
But
have
do
not.
allow yourself an escape route. Like if you're still sensing things out, don't walk yourself into a corner just yet.
Yeah, okay. All right, rogue scorpion. Well, my current escape route is up with wings.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Fair.
You know, sleep isn't always great, but it seems to be
That's fine.
reasonably effective. 18 damage. Okay.
It's pretty good.
14.
14.
Wow.
Oh, wait, 2 hits.
2 hits to take out a rogue scorpion?
I want to say it does a lot of damage.
I think that's correct. Okay, we've got a wyvern here who what on earth does response speed do in Dragon Warrior?
Yeah,
Because I keep
right?
getting
Yeah.
response speed increases, but the enemies keep on hitting me before I'm ready. And I'm a little bit questioning the efficacy of response speed. All right, let's see how this fight goes. You know what? I'm gonna try just fighting you straight up.
Yeah, just to see
15.
how we do.
Okay, well, now I really can't do anything. 22.
Okay. That's
Wow,
pretty
he did
good.
20
You're
damage
still
to me,
kind
though.
of taking a bit of damage, right?
Okay, 3
But, okay.
hits.
That's not
so bad.
112 gold.
Eddie.
Hmm?
It might be defense. Do you have a defense stat?
I do. Defense
Well,
power, 61.
We haven't paid. Well, and there's.
Well, no, those are weapon based.
Oh, yeah, because I have agility.
Because agility
How
is
much is-
dodging.
Well,
Interesting. Then maybe that's response speed.
presumably. Yeah, I would think, but I guess it's interesting that we don't have a defense stat like a constitution or endurance or whatever.
Or maybe agility is defense.
Yeah.
But weaker monsters are doing less damage to you, and I don't know if that's entirely the armor.
Wow,
Let
this
me-
guy's making a lot of
look this up.
intelligent battle decisions here.
Yeah, just keep casting stop spell.
Yep. Okay, Wraith Knight. You were the one that does a lot of damage. Well, actually, I guess the other knight actually did more damage. Oh,
Oh,
man.
come on. Come on, our
Rude.
response speed went up by 8.
All right, that was a risky move. Okay. Woo. All right, that was potentially a bad decision there. I really need to be more conservative when I play. All right, we're getting low on MIPS here.
Nice.
I'm trying to think where the best place to go would be. I think probably back up north to Garenham. I can go for a little bit, but we're gonna need to pay a visit back to some place where I can heal up.
Might as well
relatively
just head.
soon.
You might as well either start heading there now, or save your 8 MIPS for teleporting back to the king.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but
I feel like
the walk back would be longer if I teleport there. But then again, I guess it's all about optimization. Whether is it faster to save myself the walk to Garenham in exchange for the shorter walk back, or
wait, why are we going to Garenham?
because it's the closest
Oh,
town.
that's like just as long as going back to the king.
Okay, well,
So why don't we fight a little more and then just
yeah,
use the spell to go back?
yeah. Also, we have
Yeah.
almost 5,000 gold already.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize we are actually well on our way to that next piece of armor. Oh, and a gold man appears, or draws near,
Yeah.
rather. 31
Okay,
damage
according
the
to
gold
Strategy Wiki, the base attack power is equal to the character's strength and is modified by the weapon the player is using. The base
Okay.
defense power is equal to 1/2 of the character's agility. It is modified by the armor and shield carried by the character.
Okay. So it is effectively a defense buff when I get that. So decent defense buff, 6 points, or I guess 3 points of.
Yep.
And then we don't even know how the actual defense power stat, as labeled, is calculated into the actual damage values that get done.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Do this when I'm... Oh, excellent move. What pow! I don't know if I've done more than 56 damage yet.
I thought we were gonna teleport back.
Oh, I was just gonna walk, because if we said it was roughly about the same...
Well, but from teleporting back, right? Because right now we have to walk out and then also walk back.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's just as
true.
much to, yeah.
And why don't we just pop by the inn instead of doing the whole heal,
Okay.
MP heal MP?
Yeah, this town's cheap anyhow. Well,
Yeah,
it's
it's only
cheap.
6 gold.
Now, the other thing that we could do is
Yes.
if we wanted to. No, I was thinking about this. I suggested relocating us from the other continent, but then I wasn't thinking about how far away from an inn we would be by doing that. Although at this point, I think, with the level up and everything, we can take on the monsters. Okay, but maybe we try and make another trek toward Cantland and use that as our base of operations.
I see.
Yeah,
But
that's a
those
good idea.
monsters would be kind of beefy, though.
So we were talking about getting the armor instead of saving all the way up for the shield. So maybe we do get the armor first, which might facilitate
Yes.
using Cantland as a base.
That is true. I'm going to
Do
save up here
they-
because I definitely don't want to lose all this gold.
Yeah. Hold on.
Hi, Gwaylen.
Can you not get the magic armor in Cantland?
That's a good question.
You can get it there, and you can get it in Rimuldar.
Remuldar, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
Interesting.
I feel like at that rate we can just go and basically hang out outside of Cantland and just like be, 2 or 3 steps away at all times.
Assuming that the golem didn't come back.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe we can oh man, should I look up how difficult the golem is, right? Cuz
Well, I fought him.
We've survived it.
Yeah, we have survived it. It was a little rough, but we did it. First try.
But
Or-
we're at least 1 level higher now, if not 2, and we have a better weapon now.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this whole thing hinges on being able to quickly and efficiently heal up to full.
Yeah, and really,
And so it's true. It is highly inefficient to come all the way out here every time we
Yeah.
port back to town. So I think it really either needs to be Cantland or Rimuldar, where we're hanging out.
yeah, Rimuldar was definitely my first idea for a port of call, because at least then we get lots of the gold men.
Which we can still do.
Yeah, we.
But
we can
we just
fight here
saved. I
for a
feel
bit.
like it's worth a trek out out Cantland way.
And forgive me if I've forgotten whether you answered this question or not, Nathaniel, but are RPGs your favorite game genre? And if
we
not,
didn't close the loop on that one.
Yeah.
I have always held RPGs as one of my top 3. Their exact position shifts a little bit, but it's traditionally been that, platformers, and adventure games. And if you want to expand it to 5, add to that simulation games would be up there in the top 3 depending. So like the 5 top would be in no particular order: RPGs, platformers, adventure games, simulations, first-person shooters, and if we add a 6th one, pinball. So
Ooh.
it depends on what stage of my life I'm in, it feels like, because as an adult now, like as a kid, it was, I have an RPG going at all times, this is great, and as an adult, I have not had time, at least while spending 7 years working on a video game. I have not had enough time to devote to a 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 hour RPG.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not a great one, because I heavily rely on video games to be good, to be enjoyable, to relax me, to, be escapist entertainment. And if I'm playing a 70-hour not great game, it's not like I've got time to be playing other stuff as well to balance it out. Like, that is the choice I'm making to play this game. So I have not been playing as many RPGs in recent years, and I've been, for a while when things were really rough, I was gravitating toward simulation games. I was playing a lot of Megaquarium. I was playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, and playing a lot of pinball, a lot of things that were just sort of comfort games where, maybe there was some degree of success or failure, but it was very much, you just feel good after the end of the session no matter what happens. And I've started getting back into platformers a little bit, RPGs a lot more, and I'm in a place now where I can actually go back to playing the full spectrum of games. So I would say that, yeah, RPGs are still up there in my top 3. I don't know exactly where they would fall. It really depends on the month, on the year, on the part of my life I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No, I guess it's funny because it sounds like we've kind of had similar events where for a bit I was like, stressed out at work and stuff. Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh.
Yikes.
So this whole idea of using Cantlin as a base, maybe if we can't even get halfway there, it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
But I think that we stopped and started hanging around out here. But it is true that like maybe we're not.
Yeah, I was just
quite...
wandering around here because I wanted to get the I wanted to get enough for the armor.
Yeah. And I feel like maybe trying to just like level up one more time, because what we're already, oh wait, no, what were we at before? 75, something like that. So maybe
I feel bad because we've been kind of like half paying attention because we've been talking and kind of meandering, and like we start to stick to a plan and then we don't stick to a plan, and I'm throwing us all off. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
My bad advice.
I do think that this is a good spot to level because we're like very much in between the high level and the low level, like not low level, but like the mediums and the highs, right? So maybe this is kind of the peak area for us to go, but that maybe going to Cantlin is our next, like the next time that we have to go back. But we can start when we get down to like 20, right?
Yeah.
Not like...
Well, and yeah, to your point about maybe the armor will help us speed our way to the more expensive shield. If we're not traveling back to town to restore our MP as often because we're not healing as often, then absolutely our armor's worth it.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, so yeah, I had been kind of stressed out at work, and so I was like, oh man, like I don't really want to go do anything meaningful, but I want to just like sit and zone out and play a game. And man, I played so much Mario No Super Picross, right? And I talked about that on the podcast extensively, that like I had played it a while ago and then I came back and I just played it straight through, like having kept my personal skill at the game. Not so much that I like had completely memorized every puzzle, but that I had strategy going into it, right? The first time that I played, I didn't really know what I was doing, so it took me a while, and like I failed a lot of puzzles. And then the second time I came back and I just like breezed through almost the whole game. There's 300 puzzles in that game.
Good grief. The funny thing is I was just listening to the exact podcast where you mentioned that you'd come back to it. Like it had been about a month and then you'd come back to it.
Yeah, because that's the other thing, is that like I'd played it and then I took like a long break and then I came back and I played it, and then I came back and I played it again, like almost immediately. And then I went on to play, I came to find out that Mario No Super Picross, right, is not the first Mario No Picross, right? So I got the Game Boy version and I played through that, which is interestingly, a lot of the same puzzles.
Suggestion to move up a little bit out of potential night territory because you only have one herb left.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Uh-oh.
I can't find out.
We'll be fine.
Sleep him!
We'll be fine. I can beat him in 3 hits.
I think it's fine. Yeah. 3 hits. We got this. Boom. Bow. He's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually
did we
defeating the
want
Wraith
to-
Knight in 2 hits sometimes, if I have good luck.
Did we want to head to Cantlin, or are we thinking about teleporting? back?
Not
I'm-
this time.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're getting pretty close to getting the magic
money
armor in
and-
terms of gold. So I
yeah.
think pretty soon here, once I run out of MIPS, I'm actually probably going to warp back to the castle, heal up at the inn nearby, and then start making my way to Rimmildar.
Right.
And then on the way there, presumably earn enough gold to finally get that thing. Okay, this.
Okay.
Well, and if we wander around this area, this is still Scorpion territory, and they were giving a good amount of gold.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I am definitely
Well, and
getting
then,
low
then
now.
too.
All right, I think this might be the time to get out of here. I'm getting real low. I'm all out of herbs.
Yep,
Yeah.
sensible.
Although
I've-
buying herbs to replace will definitely cut into my funds.
I came here to beat up enemies and use herbs, and I'm all out of herbs.
I'm all out of herbs.
Oh, did we ever finish the conversation about rating games and rating this game?
No, we didn't. That's a good point. I was going to say that so far my rating for this game has been fluctuating. Assuming, of course, GameCola's. It's not exactly our slogan, but it's
5
our-
is average.
Yeah,
Yeah,
5 is
5
average,
is
yeah.
average.
It's the name of the song that's on the podcast.
Yeah, which is just an excellent. Which, given that it's like very Mega Man inspired, I wonder if that was saying that the game Mega Man 5 is it's average.
I'll have to ask Mateo.
I
Yep.
mean, there is still one of my absolute favorite. I can't remember the name of the column, but it was one of the ones I believe Christian Porter used to do, which was like honest. It was sort of like the honest game trailers, but for the box art. And
Yeah.
so taking the box art for Mega Man 5 and just changing the number so it said Mega Man 4,
Yep, that's
which is not wrong.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. To interject slightly. That I've been playing Mario No Super Picross. Then I played Mario Picross. Then I came to find, speaking of old GameCola columns, so the logo for Gamera Obscura had like a little.
Do we have a
bear
Rodan
and-
Obscura and a Mothra Obscura? You
So
were
there's-
saying.
Yes, there's pixel art of like a bear, and then like there's like a girl bear, and then there's like a cat or something. There's like 3 little like mascot characters that are used for the logo for the column. And I came to find out that they are from a game which the name of which I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh,
the most important piece of information.
Yeah, sorry. Let me go look it up. What was the
See,
name of it?
we might also consider, if we ever make it back to Cantlin, stocking up on the fairy water.
Yeah,
Just
that
Just
would
to expedite
definitely.
this process.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So it is called Oekaki logic, which is, sort of drawing logic. And so it also, I came to find out, is a Picross game. And so I played through all of that. So, yeah, for like a couple of months, all of my like spare time was just taken up with Picross.
With Picross. Have you heard of the
yeah.
Pokemon Picross games?
Man, I did come to find out about that. I have yet to get into that.
just gonna have to start saying you're not even our Jeditor-in-Chief, you're our Picrosser-in-Chief.
Yeah.
Just Jetty slowly works to review all of the Picross games in the universe.
So we never did finish that thought about scoring this game.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
scoring.
yes.
Yeah, I think I said that. Sorry, I keep getting distracted.
Let's go fight some Goldmen.
Yeah, I tend to, my rating tends to fluctuate between about a 5 and a 6 for this game, because so far I felt
out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10, yes, because 5 is average,
Out of
which
5.
is how we, 6 out of 5. Wait, no, I don't think this game is quite 6 out of 5 territory. I enjoy it. I'm really enjoying my time with it, but obviously now we're starting to get a little bit into the grindy part of it, which, to be honest, I was expecting to happen earlier on, and I was kind of braced for that, you could say, expecting to have to just wander around and grinding for gold and levels and stuff. And I've been very pleasantly surprised so far that that has not been necessary up until basically right now. And also, you know, the battle mechanics, while simple, have had more depth to them than I expected, with, you know, status ailments proving to be quite useful a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And just generally speaking, you know, the music's not amazing. It doesn't have a great soundtrack, but it's not a bad soundtrack. It's just,
I don't know. I'm
okay.
partial to the soundtrack. Like, no, it's not the most amazing music you will ever hear in an RPG, but I like it. I listen to this on my own time every once in a while.
Yeah.
I do think there's a point where we have to acknowledge what music on the system was like. That
Also
as
true,
much
yeah.
as there's,
Oh, of course.
Yeah, memorable tunes. There's also painful tunes.
Yeah, and like that's absolutely true. Music on the NES could very much be done badly in the hands of a lesser skilled developer or composer, I guess. Developer poser. Wait, no.
Compeller.
Yeah, compeller. Talk to the trees. But
So where do we actually want to grind for this last little bit? Are we looking for Goldmen specifically?
yes.
Because we're there now.
Yep, we're almost there. I think with this guy.
Yeah, or one more
Pow!
after this guy, yeah.
I really think, by the way, that there may be a maximum damage cap
Whoa.
at 56, because I've been, like, I'm doing, when I get excellent moves, I'm doing 56 damages to slimes, I think. Or maybe I did more damage. I know I got a critical hit against one of them earlier. But I think that there may be a maximum damage cap of 56, because I seem to get that a lot when I get excellent moves.
So, I would agree that, like, as much as it is super basic, it is still an enjoyable game. There's still, like, I wouldn't say that, like, oh, everyone needs to experience it, you know, or anything like that. But it's not a waste of time to play, right? I mean, maybe that's debatable, actually.
Depends on what you have the patience for, because, you know,
and
it's
what your goal is, right? Like, because it is also kind of a mindless, just kind of something to play, right?
Let's check out our sweet new stats.
defense power
guess
is
we
the
forgot
same
to-
as before, oddly enough. It was
Right.
it was 61 before.
Okay.
I believe the magic armor has another property.
Okay, maybe it's like it helps resist. Maybe it is armor
Oh.
against magic.
Wait. No, sorry. Wait. Stop. Don't spend the 55 gold.
Okay.
Instead, walk 3 steps up. And check. Yeah. Now walk 3 more steps.
Oh,
And boom. Do you see it?
do I see? Let's see. Oh,
You're at,
stairs.
You have 32 hit points. Now walk 3 steps.
Oh.
Oh wait. Am I wrong? Am I?
No, keep walking.
Man.
There we go.
Okay,
There we
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, 4.
Every 4 steps.
Yeah.
Oh.
So So it's the same defense, but you recover HP walking around. And also, if the internet is to be trusted, it also reduces the damage you take from hurt spells.
Okay, which could prove
Which
useful.
isn't super relevant where we are right now, but could save a life.
Yeah, maybe.
Something cast hurt more on us, though.
That's true. Yes.
But
not where we've been hanging out recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll become important, I guess, moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's not so. In the sense of what we were saying about, we will need to go.
Yeah, going to
back the
Cantlin
inn less often. We have still achieved our goal, even though it has not reduced the damage taken.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's worth a trek to see if it works out. Let's go ahead, return, and we'll try braving the voyage to Cantlin.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember what the game was. That I remember reading a review about it, and they were like, yeah, this contemporary magazine gave the game a score of 5. Now, that might not sound so bad, right? That's out of 100.
Oh.
I wish I could remember what the game was.
Ouch.
We are stocked up on herbs, yes?
Should be. Yes, we are.
Good. All right, so why don't we save and then do a mad dash for Camlin?
All right. And I think that'll be probably just about enough excitement for one episode once we do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Whether we succeed or fail, it will be surely enough excitement for one episode. 1555 points of experience until I reach the next level. Tempt not the
that's the
fates.
rough thing.
Shh, don't tell him.
Have you been tempting the fates?
No, Princess Gwaelin, I have not, I promise.
But, oh man, like, the thing is that 1500, even if we're fighting, like, knights,
It's gonna take a while.
that's still like 50 battles, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have to reach, 10,000. Again, it's 10,000 total experience.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing we could do is we could try again going after Erdrick's armor.
But we just bought the magic armor.
True.
That's true.
But we are one level higher than we were last time we tried it. And even though the armor that we're wearing wouldn't do any good within the battle, we at least could theoretically have a better chance of going in there with 6 herbs. And if we pull off a sleep spell that works,
Yeah.
we might be able to get it.
Maybe.
Okay.
I forget. Who cast Hurt more, though?
It was one of the other things. There was
Okay.
like a Wizlord or something.
Okay.
Man, and
A
if the
Wizrobe.
name that
No,
if
that's
the name of
Zelda.
that thing isn't Wizlord, I'm gonna use the name Wizlord for something.
That's a terrible nickname.
I was like, I feel like elementary schoolers would make fun of
Yeah.
that name.
Apparently, it's just called a wizard.
Yeah. So much less
but no.
interesting.
Man, but that's the thing is like Wizlord because it already
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
has.
What do we think? Are we going for the town or are we going for the
Let's
armor?
go for the town.
Okay.
Yeah,
we just saved. We've barely
spent all
made
our
any
money.
progress with leveling.
Yeah. So
Oh, right. Where are you going?
Oh, I thought we were going to the.
Which town are we talking
yeah,
about?
which town?
Because I was talking about Hawksness and trying to go
Right,
after
yeah.
Erdrick's armor this time.
Oh, okay.
Talking about coming in with, basically full everything,
Yeah,
and with
well-
the magic armor helping to top us off.
So much for that.
oh, I forgot that there's a game called Wizlord.
Ugh. All right. Heal.
Okay, so let's beeline for it as efficiently as possible,
Yeah.
taking as few steps as we can.
Oh, that's good. I forgot that. Yeah, it's better to go down. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're good at this. We're speed running this.
Yep. Oh gosh. Can I run away from you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can try.
No. Ah.
Oh, did they? Is this just like static? What? Oof. No, I think that these ones might.
Well-
Oh man. I think that the green dragon might just have it programmed in that you can't run away even from the normal ones.
Yeah. Well, darn.
Well, we didn't really gain much of anything from that, and we lost a decent amount of, well,
900.
Lost
though,
900
right?
gold.
Do we want to just reset?
Yeah, I might.
do we take this as a sign maybe we stop here?
No,
Or do
we
we have
go one
a
more
little-
try.
Okay,
One more
okay.
try? Okay.
I'm glad thou returned from the dead.
Yep. Tempt not the fates. Shh. I have a distinct feeling someone is tempting the fates.
But yes, let's make this as efficient as possible, only taking steps that are absolutely necessary, not overshooting, not meandering,
Yeah.
because every single step that we
Yeah,
take that we don't
is-
need to
is
puts us at
dangerous.
risk.
Yeah. Now we're just being bombarded with slimes. Ah!
Do we
I can't wait. Mhm.
Fairy water?
No, we don't have any fairy water, I don't think.
Mm.
I had wanted to buy it.
We have
I
a fairy
feel like I was
flute.
shut down. Now, wait a second. Was it fairy flute and then it became the fairies flute when you blew it?
I don't know. It is the
Yep.
fairy flute.
Huh, that's funny.
All right. Well, good grief. So many tiny enemies.
They just want to be friends.
I can't wait to get to later Dragon Quest games where we'll have like liquid slimes and king slimes.
So
Yeah.
I mentioned Dragon Warrior Quest merchandise, and I have a small collection of figurines. And one of the ones I have is a Babble or a Bubble Slime, the green liquid one, and it's translucent. It's a green tinted plastic that light shines through, and it's very cool.
That's awesome.
Man, so when I was in Japan, I actually bought a metal slime, and it's actually here on my desk.
Ooh.
It is not made out of metal. It is, vinyl.
Too
right?
bad.
Vinyl
well-
slime has a different ring to it.
The thing that I've been disappointed about is that I saw a metal gold man, like a little statue.
Ooh, yeah.
And I meant to go back, but it was like right at the end of the trip, and I just never got around to it. I've always been disappointed that I did not get the metal gold
Oh,
man.
dang.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure that I'll go back, and so I will get a metal gold man. It was also it was at a used shop, so it wouldn't have even been that expensive.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Or at least comparatively.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'll find another one. It seems like that kind of an item.
There was one I saw, I think it was a liquid metal slime mug that also had a little metal slime sitting on the handle.
Huh. A liquid metal slime mug? How does that work?
I think it was a liquid metal slime mug.
Is it like a
But I
liquid
was
metal
very
slime
tempted.
in the shape of a mug?
No,
or-
no, it's just a regular mug with the design of a liquid metal slime.
Oh,
mug.
okay.
I thought that it was like somehow shaped.
Oh, no. I wouldn't drink out of that. That'd be too weird. Okay, so efficiency.
Yes.
Gold man.
I am worried,
Okay.
however, that green dragon may be a set encounter.
I don't think so.
Probably
I think
not.
It's just a normal.
No, now we're just getting them randomly.
All right, I'm gonna heal up
Yeah.
to max,
Yes. Yeah.
or almost max.
Close enough. Yeah. Okay. All the way to the wall. Then. Yep. Right.
Stop.
Nope.
Stop.
Too
Man.
far. Way too
That was
far.
not
Sorry.
efficient.
Sorry.
Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Yep. Okay. Okay. We're fine. Yeah. 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 Right. Oh. Yeah. Yep. It's fine. You got it. Nice. Yeah. Okay. And here we go.
All
I was
right.
going to say maybe heal up to full, even though it was only a couple hit points, just in case.
All right,
but
let's
I think
see if
it's
we can
fine.
put you
we'll
to
see how it
sleep.
goes.
Yeah. No.
Well,
What? No.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we stop spell first and then try to sleep.
Okay.
yes.
Nice.
Ouch.
Has been blocked. Ouch. That is some damage. Oof, this
I
is
think
gonna
he may
rough.
be out damaging our herbs.
No. Oh, okay, that time.
It's roughly equal, unfortunately.
Man,
No, he's out damaging.
Okay, so yeah,
can't. So now sleep him.
you can survive a hit.
No. Man, is he not sleepable?
I don't know.
Well, we can.
Well,
Okay, so it looks like perhaps he's not sleepable,
yeah.
which is valuable information.
Yes.
Or if he is, he's not sleepable enough to justify trying it more than once.
Yeah, because he also slept, or yeah, the last time that we tried this, we also tried to sleep him like 2 or 3 times, and it was the same result. So I'm gonna say that like given 8 attempts at least of trying to
Yeah.
sleep him and they all failed, I do not think, at least at the level that we're at, like maybe there's some mechanic that's related to that.
You know,
Looking at Gamer Corner guides, Axe Knight has a 15 of 16 resistance to sleep, and
well,
a 7 of 16 resistance to stop spell.
interesting.
we actually
Okay,
did pretty
but
good.
still, maybe stop spell might. How long does stop spell last, anyhow?
That was-
I think
seemed
it's
like
the
it
whole
lasted-
battle.
Yeah.
Interesting. Then that might definitely be worth trying, but we are gonna need a significant defense buff to even stand a chance against that guy. We definitely, I think, our next plan of attack or defense should be to get that better shield. At which
Yeah,
point, I think
it-
we'll have basically the best equipment in the game we could possibly have.
Well, yeah, and we also need to get heal more before
Yeah.
we have any chances.
Desperately.
Because if our herbs are restoring as much as we're receiving, give or take a couple of points.
Yeah, we're just wasting turns
The
in
only
battle.
way we're living through that is if we can sleep them, which does not seem like it's going to happen. So yeah, we just need to have heal more and a better shield in order to physically be capable of pulling that off without like 3 excellent moves in a row.
Yeah. Oh man.
Which is what we will do
In the next video.
episode. Yeah.
Yep.